it's kind of a silly question, maybe, but what's so bad about celebrating Thanksgiving?
Say that again now?
What's so bad about celebrating Thanksgiving?
Say what's so bad about it?
Yeah. I was reading about it on history.com, the origins of it, and I just can't really figure it out why you guys believe it's so bad.
Are you able to go online?
Yeah, no, I just want to see what you think about it, not a website really.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can you tell me real quick?
If you go to JW.
No, I just wanted to talk to a live person. I don't want to read right now. Can you just give me the quick answer? I mean, what is it in your heart, that why you feel it?
Who am I speaking?
Christine. What's your name?
Christine?
Uh-huh.
What's your last name?
Well, I'm not really. Okay, so what's your thought on that? I'm just trying to figure it out. I mean, it's kind of an obvious question I think outsiders would ask you.
Well, when you consider the origin of any holiday, you have to go back to the origin.
Yeah, I was just reading about it on history.com. I can't find anything wrong with the origin of it, unless you just don't like the people. I don't know.
And the things that they did,
mm-hmm.
Any holiday would have, all of them have origins, and they originate with pagan philosophy.
What pagan philosophy did they have? Did the Pilgrims have?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't. We'd have to go into a lot of scriptures, and I don't have time because our group is getting ready to go out.
Okay.
Door right now.
Thanksgiving seems actually really in the Bible.
Can I have someone to call you?
No, thanks. I just wanted to know your thought on it real quick. Could you mention what the pagan philosophy was?
Okay, well, that's basically the answer, because every day is, we give thanks. We don't decide.
Including that day. Is it true that a lot of members just have a turkey like on the day after, on Friday? I heard about that.
Matter of conscience, people can eat anything they want.
Oh, I see. They wouldn't want to eat a turkey on Thursday, though, right?
Well,
lest you be identified with Thanksgiving.
Depends on the conscience again,
No, because the Watchtower has that rule against celebrating Thanksgiving.
But what I'm saying is it's a conscious matter.
No, I believe that's a firm rule. Could you do it openly and not get a visit from an elder or something like that?
If the one conscious allows it, yes.
You can celebrate Thanksgiving openly and talk about it, that you're celebrating Thanksgiving.
No, not celebrating. I'm talking about eating turkey.
No. I'm talking about saying celebrate. So you can eat turkey on Thursday, but you can't say, as long as you don't say Thanksgiving. Oh, wow. That seems a little, Jesus talked about splitting hairs and things like that. Huh? Oh, you don't have time. Okay. It's really hard to figure out. It seems like a very wonderful thing for people to do. And it's an American thing. Maybe that's why they don't like it. And I know they like to alienate people from their non-Jehovah's Witness families. Most researchers believe that's part of it, a big part of it. But I think it's really sad. But, well, thanks for trying to help me. Maybe explain it. Okay. God bless you.
Have a good day now.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, my name's Christine. I just had a quick question I was wondering if someone would help me with. Do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been reading on history.com about Thanksgiving, and I just was trying to figure out, what do you all see as wrong with it? Hello? Hello? Are you there, Matt? In the Kingdom Hall?
Okay.
I just had a quick question I was wondering if you could help me with.
Sure.
Do you have a minute?
Not a lot, but I can try.
I think it's pretty quick. I was reading about Thanksgiving on history.com, and I'm just trying to figure out like what's so bad about it according to Jehovah's Witnesses.
I would have to take a little time to look up something, but yes, I could answer that for you.
Well, I mean, you mean you're going to look on jw.org or something? I mean, I just want to know what your reason is, what in your heart, why is it? So
okay, for us, don't we give thanks for everything all the time?
Sure.
When you come right down to
so
it.
do most Christians.
Why just one special day?
Oh, is it because it connects like with the country, like or something like that, like our history?
Not really. Not really. It's just that it's a holiday presented by the world.
The world.
Yeah.
Of thanksgiving to God. So you don't like when the world does that? I mean, only you guys can do it? I mean, I don't get it.
Well, as far as the world can do what they want. I mean, we're not telling you what you can or can't do.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I'm still not following you, why that would be a bad thing. I mean, most Christians would think thanking God is really a good thing. And even if someone's not a Christian, they might actually think about it,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like I say, I'd have to look up a little bit here so I don't remember a lot of the scriptures that I need to go to answer that. So, could I give you a call back?
Oh, I didn't want to bother you today. I just wanted to see what you thought. I mean, giving thanks is certainly in the Bible for all people to give thanks. So really, I don't see the problem about having a day for it. I mean, don't you guys have a day for anything? Is that just wrong?
Well, yeah, we do. We remember the one event that Jesus talked about in the Bible, and he said, keep doing this in remembrance of me. That's the Lord's evening meal.
Yeah.
And other than that, we don't celebrate any other things. We might celebrate our wedding anniversary or something like that.
Oh, well, wouldn't you be thankful for your marriage every day?
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I am.
So why would you be allowed to celebrate that? I'm just using this
anniversary day.
Yeah, I'm just using the same reasoning, but it seems like a very spiritual holiday in what they were doing, and then it was proclaimed to be a national holiday, which just makes life more fun and more interesting, and it brings families together. Some outside researchers believe your group really wants to keep people away from their blood family because they're the world, So they believe that is really what's happening there. And I think that is an effective way to alienate you all from your, blood relatives, which is really sad.
Oh, I don't feel that's ever happened with me. I've got relatives that aren't witnesses, and I together with them.
Well, that's good, but it will still mean kids and everything missing out on a lot of things with their blood family, and eating with them and celebrating your thankfulness. I don't even remotely see how it could be wrong.
Well, like I say, according to the scriptures, there was only one holiday or one observance, and that was the Lord's evening meal that we were instructed to keep.
Well, so you only do what Jesus actually instructed you on every level in your life. I mean, there's a certain amount of freedom in the Christian life. Did you ever read about that passage where it talks about some people observe a certain day and some Christians don't? And, it's just really up to you if you want to give every day to the Lord or have a special day. Don't judge other people or make, rules about it and this and that. Do you remember that passage? I think it's in Romans. Did you ever read that?
I don't remember it, but I'm not saying that's not there either. So.
Oh, okay. It's about days, regarding whether you regard it or you don't. So I think that principle could definitely really be applied. But, well, anyways, I hope you have a great day anyway. Maybe you can have turkey another day.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Well, thank
God bless you. My name is Christine. I got your number from the Kingdom Hall.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a minute for a quick question?
Yes. Would you rather speak with my husband or?
Oh, no, I like women.
Okay.
I'm sure you know the same.
Well,
Yeah.
our phone number is a contact for the hall.
Oh,
it's our number. So sometimes people call directly to talk to him.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, it's just for any witness. I was reading about Thanksgiving on history.com. I was trying to figure out what it is that, the Jehovah's Witnesses are so against about Thanksgiving. Because I can't really find anything to me that seems satanic or unspiritual, or bad.
Yes.
Can you explain it?
Well, we don't commit to a lot of national events in general. And there is some information I would have to research, but regarding where it comes from, even before the United States used it as a holiday, it actually was not a national holiday until I think like the late 1800s or so. And some of the previous festivals that were instituted, as far as Thanksgiving festivals or harvest festivals, were very ancient, and some of them were ritualistic, and some were revolving around pagan types of harvest festivals. So, we don't tell other people not to do it, but generally we sort of refrain from it just because of possible roots that it could have connections.
I would say that the Puritans and Pilgrims would really have hated anything pagan like that, like a harvest festival connected with paganism way, way back. And if you start going that far, you could probably find it, concerning everything, like the days of the week.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, basically we are all consider ourselves as ministers, so we try to remain neutral as much as we possibly can. And some people might think it's extreme, but
definitely,
we just try to be very careful about dabbling in anything that could be close to either paganism or any type of nationalistic.
So it doesn't have.
It also has become. I don't know if you'd agree with this, but it's become, in some cases, not all, but people tend to overindulge. Become excessive with drinking and other things. That's something personal, but it does seem to be that it's happening more and more now. With people doing things like that. Maybe
really? I'm just not familiar with that.
Overeating, over drinking. That type.
Is drinking a problem within Jehovah's Witnesses?
No,
it's not.
Drinking is not over drinking.
I mean, over drinking. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's not a problem among witnesses. It's funny because that's kind of a reputation they have a little bit. There's a lot of alcoholism and over drinking. So I mean, it's just such a spiritual.
The Bible doesn't condemn moderate drinking of alcohol,
mm-hmm.
And it candidly even mentions some of servants of God that overindulge.
Yeah, I mean. What I was saying is they have a general reputation for having a lot of alcoholics, even among elders and things. It's just what, people who were in it or know people in it have observed. So, I mean, they're always saying the world this, the world that, the world does everything. And, Thanksgiving was a very actual beautiful holiday. It was proclaimed actually by George Washington before 1800. As a national holiday. And I mean, how can it be a bad thing to get people to think about God,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we try to think about God every single day. And
right. I was saying that we're
thankful every day. We don't necessarily have to eat a certain type of meal.
Oh, no one has to. But just because you do things every day doesn't mean you can't do it on that day. Some former members tell that many of the Jehovah's Witness families actually buy turkeys on sale and do it on Friday. And it's just so they don't call it Thanksgiving with everybody else. I mean, it kind of alienates people from their blood relatives who aren't Jehovah's Witnesses too.
Well, I mean, I don't feel that's been the case with me. I mean, I've supported a lot of my family members, and still remain close.
Well, that's nice. Ties. Yeah.
My brother lives with me. He's not one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but he's disabled, and we take care of him.
And that's really nice.
I personally, I cannot speak for every single person, in a religion, and I'm sure that if you are part of a certain religion, you couldn't speak for every member. And our society is really filled with a lot of problems, and are there people who have issues with alcohol among us? Definitely, hopefully they are receiving the help that they need, and support.
Do they encourage those kind of things like counseling or AA?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Did they always?
Pardon?
Did they always, or is that a more recent thing? Because I would have thought they would call that like, worldly advice or something like that. Well, I think they did in the past.
Yeah, it's a personal choice, but it's certainly not discouraged to get help.
I think it used to be, though. I think you can actually find that in their literature.
I've been a witness for 40 years, and I don't recall that, but maybe further back than I've
worldly counsel, and they do believe the whole world is controlled by Satan.
That would be along the lines of, if some kind of counsel given was contrary to God's word.
Yeah, that's not how I remember seeing it. I think I saw some things written about that.
Are you a witness? Or?
No. Just wondering.
Do you have family
no,
members?
A friend. I had a friend who was. I'm not sure if he even is anymore. Kind of lost touch, but anyways, just wondering about that. I think it's really sad, and I love Thanksgiving. I think it's great. It's fun, family, God, and I'm thankful for so many things. I think it's just fine to have a day. Like if you read Romans 14, 5 and 6, it talks about some celebrate the day or hold one day special, some don't. And, we can all get along anyway.
Those were Jewish festivals that were, previously they were required by the Jewish law, but once, the Gentiles were acceptable, came into the congregation, and nobody was bound to those Jewish laws. And, from the scriptural standpoint, Christ said he would end the law. He would be the end of the law. So those things weren't.
I think by extension, though, it's a really good principle. I think it can definitely apply to something that's not intrinsically wrong or evil.
Sounds like it's something you want to do personally, and
sometimes it makes me really tired. Some people would like to skip it, and
I don't really have. I gather with family and friends whenever I want to do it, and enjoy their company and enjoy food, and I don't feel the need to personally decide.
I was just wondering why they. I just wonder why they dictate that to people. It's not really a personal choice.
We don't dictate it to people.
They do.
We don't dictate it.
Yeah. So you can go today and talk about how you're having Thanksgiving.
I can tell you, it's not dictated.
So do you know some that?
Are you calling me to find out the answer of how Jehovah's Witnesses view it, or the way you view it?
So you could today you could go out and go if there's a service or whatever, you could talk about how you're celebrating Thanksgiving today. That would show that it's a personal choice. I don't really think that's how it is.
I don't celebrate.
I know, but does any Jehovah's Witness go out with others, and say how they did or they're planning to? See, that's how you can tell it's dictated when 8 million are in lockstep with it,
Well, nobody's forced to come into, this organization, and, no one's forced to make a personal choice. I certainly was not. I was not raised as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I was raised as a Catholic. I formally celebrated Thanksgiving. And, I fully understand that I am thankful every single day for whatever I have to eat. I don't have to eat turkey if I don't want to. I can stay home and relax, or I can have people over if I want to. It's my personal choice.
Yeah, we were discussing whether for a witness it's a personal choice whether or not to celebrate Thanksgiving. And then what you're talking about now, you kind of subtly change the topic to it was your personal. Let me finish. You change the topic to it was a personal choice to become a Jehovah's Witness. So I think that's interesting that you did that. But anyway, hey, thanks for being so nice to me and talking about it.
Sure.
I appreciate your insight. Yeah, God bless.
I hope I was able to give you some answers.
Yeah, thanks for your thoughts. I appreciate it.
It is, not as an offensive a holiday as some, and not as obviously pagan or obviously overly nationalistic. So it could cause some people to not understand why we don't do it. But I hope generally I answered your question that it does have nationalistic roots. It has some pagan overtones, and so we very, very conscientious about not crossing those borders, and that's just something that when you become a witness, it's something you understand, and you don't want to do it because if it in any way displeases God, you would not want to do it. So that's how we feel about it.
Well, thanks for sharing with me.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. God bless you. Okay.
All right. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Hi. My name is Christine. I got your number from the Kingdom Hall. I just had a quick question.
Okay.
Do you have a minute?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, it's about a scripture in Romans 14. It's just I'll just read the verses to you. It's just real quick. It says, one person esteems one day as better than another, while another person esteems all days alike. Each one should be fully convinced in his own mind. The one who observes the day observes it in honor of the Lord.
Let me ask you something. Who are you with?
I'm just by myself right now. What do you mean?
Okay.
So in light of that, I wanted to ask, what is so bad about Thanksgiving?
What's so bad about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, why you all aren't allowed to celebrate Thanksgiving.
It's not, we're not allowed. It's what we choose to do, okay?
So you can celebrate Thanksgiving openly and, hello?